Hey guys, Dave Desai, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be spilling a little bit of tea for you. Tea, tay, whichever you prefer. We're just going to be spilling it. We're going to be talking about Jungkook and how he addresses some of the hate that he has been getting recently and some of the fans that have decided to leave the fandom. I felt like this was very heartwarming and touching, and it was definitely something that I really wanted to get into. We also have another heartwarming moment where Jimin cried on TV and could not stop, and I want to talk about that. It'll be very cool to review and kind of hear your opinions on these situations. As always, this channel is about discussing current events and things that are happening in the world right now. It's just a place for opinions and conversation so we can have a little bit of a kiki and kind of have a little bit of fun. That's all this is, so I hope you go ahead and enjoy that. If you are new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell so be notified when my new video drops. If you're a hater and like to be the first to leave your hate comment, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell also so you can be the first to do so. Now, let's jump into it. The first piece of tea I want to get into today is going to be my boy Jungkook. Jungkook is one of those men in your life that you love so much, you cherish so much, and he's an amazing, caring guy, but then out of nowhere suddenly something goes wrong and then you lose this man Jungkook in your life and you try to find another man like him, but you cannot because Jungkook is one of a kind. The difference between that man and Jungkook is Jungkook will always be there for you. He is literally everywhere on your screen, billboards, internet, anywhere you access the world, he is there. Recently Jungkook has been seeing kind of the hate that's been going online. I have discussed this in my previous videos before, so if you want to check those out and kind of get an in-depth review on that, you can check out my last few videos talking about that. There have recently been a salute. Is that a word? A lot of hate comments kind of talking about Jungkook and saying awful things that are not true. Like there's no reason to make these claims. They're just simply not true. There's no evidence behind it, nothing. I'm starting to see a little bit of a trend here with toxic people within K-pop. Like they will just go ahead and attack a certain person for no reason, just to hurt that person's career or just to hurt that person in general. And they do this without the actual repercussions of knowing what it is that they're actually saying. And of course, how damaging what they're saying can actually be. Like for example, let's say one of these haters says something really bad about Jungkook. Like so bad about Jungkook. Let's say they said something like he touches kids or something, which is not true. That is 100% not true. This is just an example. Now let's say this is something that people said about Jungkook. And now suddenly everyone thinks he does this awful thing. So his career is over. He can't get a normal job anymore because people now think he is this awful person and no one wants to hire him. So now he's on the street, homeless with no food, no money, nothing. Is that what you wish to happen to another person? Even someone I really hate, I don't wish that to happen to them. Like if that's your goal in life, to get someone like that, there's something seriously mentally wrong with you. Or did you just not think about the fact that you saying that can actually ruin someone's life to that extent? Because it can. And now Jungkook's life would be ruined over something that he never actually did. Is that what you really want? It makes no sense to me why people come up with these dumb rumors and accusations. Literally miss me with that. It pisses me off so much. But this hate that Jungkook gets and a lot of the toxic people that follow BTS and then spread hate are the reason why a lot of BTS armies or previous BTS armies decided to leave the fandom. Reasons like false allegations, fan wars for no reason, meaning if you tweet anything or say anything about BTS, you're going to be attacked. And worst of all, death threats. Now these are things that a lot of K-pop fans see on the daily. As a person who is a fan of a group, you just want to enjoy their music, enjoy their interviews, enjoy them winning at certain whatever. You just want to enjoy them. You don't want to hop online and see all this hate. Most people I know who like BTS don't want to be associated with the BTS army because some people within the BTS army can be a little bit crazy. And they just don't feel like they can relate to the armies as much as they can relate to just not being in the fandom. And it can be a bit much, as I said. And as someone who just wants to enjoy the music, if you do open up Twitter and see death threats against Jungkook, you're just tired of it. That doesn't do your mental health well. It's actually very toxic to read stuff like that. Some people then support other people in silence and just don't tell anybody that they support BTS, or they just completely leave the fandom. Not hating on the group, of course, but just hating kind of the culture that the group brings within the fandom, if that makes any sense. I know this probably doesn't make too much sense, but let me explain this in terms that maybe you'll understand a little bit more. Let's say you fall in love with someone, you get married, you have kids, you know, all that lovely stuff, and you still very much love this person. But for some reason, this person then becomes addicted to alcohol and can't stop drinking and all that sort of thing. They haven't changed who they are to the core of their being. They're still nice, kind people. They're amazing, great people. They just have a problem right now. A lot of partners will then choose to leave that partner because they can't stand seeing their partner being addicted to alcohol, ruining their life and doing these awful things. They essentially can't stand seeing someone that they love try to kill themselves. Now, a fandom can be similar. Now, addiction and loving a K-pop group is not the same thing. Not at all. That is not what I'm saying. I am talking about the mental health of it. And I am talking about the mental health of a person who is watching this happen, watching someone's life get ruined. These crazy people would literally try to attempt to kill their K-pop idol. Send death threats and threatening to kill Jungkook at his next appearance. Like that can affect someone's mental health really bad, if not worse. As a K-pop fan, you don't want to constantly be seeing death threats or constantly be reminded of such ugly things in the world. Like constantly be reminded that your favorite person can be murdered tomorrow. That's not good. So obviously these things don't only just affect the mental health of the K-pop idol, but they affect the people who follow the K-pop idol as well. So I don't blame them for wanting to eventually leave the fandom. Now, a lot of K-pop groups have fans who have left for this reason. Jungkook is just one of the few people who actually acknowledged and addressed it. Jungkook recently released a statement talking about, and a lot of previous armies have been touched by the sentiment. Jungkook thanked them for ever loving BTS and for supporting them. Jungkook said, "As some of you may have already moved on, I want to thank you all no matter when you have loved us. I just want to say thank you for sharing all those moments with us." Then he spoke about how he'll always be where he is and he will always be there whenever you decide to come back. His exact words were, "I will always remain in this place when armies want to see me. They can come at any time. When they have to leave or when they want to leave, leaving at this time is fine too. But just remember this, I will always stay in this place." This made me tear up a little bit. It's just like one of those people who really love you and really want you to be happy in life no matter what, even if they're not involved in your life. Because BTS is really just there to make you happy, just like any celebrity is. They're there to kind of make art and hope that you guys will be happy when receiving the art. After hearing this, a lot of previous stans basically talked about how they would like to rejoin, and they really liked what Jungkook said. I mean, yeah, if I wasn't part of the army, I would definitely reconsider joining the army after hearing that. That would definitely make me feel... It makes you feel like they're there for you and that you can one day hope to return the favor for them. It's all just very beautiful, or maybe I'm thinking too much about it and it's not that case at all, but this is how I feel, okay? But of course, anything that comes out of Jungkook's mouth is beautiful, poetic, and just amazing. I can't wait to hear more beautiful things he says, okay? Jungkook has kind of been more expressive recently in talking about how he feels. He has mentioned before previously that it is very difficult for him to express how he feels, and one Twitter user actually wrote about this. They wrote, "Jungkook said in Burn the Stage episode how he used to have problems to show emotions verbally, so for him to say how grateful he is to fans and he holds no malice towards those who have left BTS is enough to show what a genuine, beautiful, strong man he is. Jungkook is made to be loved." I was teary-eyed the whole time reading that sentence, okay? Similar to how Jimin was teary-eyed when he talked about a moment in a recent interview with Mnet. By the way, I don't like Mnet, but they did a good interview, so I want to cover it, I want to talk about it, but I don't stand them. They don't support YouTubers, they're a trash can, but this interview was good. However, if you want me on air though, I'm kidding. Mnet did decide to release a special interview of BTS. It was never before seen, and it was to celebrate their channel network's anniversary. BTS talked about their most important moments and moments that they would never forget during their debut. Suga talked about these moments and how he would never forget them, and one particular moment was this music show that was back in 2015. 2015, wow, look how far they've come, oh my god. They had won their first place song with the song I Need You, and Jimin was in tears completely. He couldn't believe they have won first place. I mean, they probably wouldn't cry over winning an award now as much as they would back then, as back then winning any award show was a sign that they should keep doing what they're doing. And you know, even a small award to a smaller artist at the time obviously means so much. Keep in mind, they've wanted to quit so many times before this, so this was a big sign for them to keep going and to not give up, because all their work is kind of paying off. I mean, I would bawl out in that moment, okay? I would be in tears. I earned that cry. I'm a cry. Although I cry all the time even when I haven't earned it. This, of course, made armies go crazy, right? I went crazy. I died a little bit. They loved how he opened up about this, and one Twitter user wrote, "I came here for a good time and only found out Jimin's crying and Jun's emotional ending Mnet. Don't touch me. Me, except please touch me. No one ever touches me." Jungkook and Jimin are both such amazing souls. I can't believe they're on this planet with us. Always be kind to one another, even the people who decide to spread hate. And for those people who do decide to spread hate, I only wish you the best in life, and I hope that you do well. I hope that one day you do look back at the hate you spread when you get a little bit older and more mature and realize that maybe you shouldn't have said the things that you've said. People can change and reflect on their actions, and I hope that one day you guys can do that too, the ones who are hating anyway. You have to realize that what you say in this world do affect other people, and your words actually do mean something, especially on the internet where you can't take it back. Jimin, keep on shining, keep on shedding your happy tears, and Jungkook, keep being the amazing person that you are. We know that you will still be that person. So let me know what you think about this, and let me know what your thoughts are on these two moments. I'd love to hear your full opinions on this. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for your comments. And as always, I do have a Patreon if you would like to check it out and kind of contribute back to this channel. I really do appreciate anything you can contribute over there because it really does help me kind of keep the channels going, make videos better, and just kind of keep doing what I'm doing. So thank you so much for anything you can contribute over there. You can also get exclusive content over there such as music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions, and you can even recommend stuff over there as well. So I'll leave a link in the top of the description down below so you can go ahead and do that. There's also 2 videos that will pop up at the end of this video, so please make sure you go ahead and click on one of those, and I'll see you over there. Bye.